It's time. It's time. It's time. Today is November the 4th, 2024, and it is 10:04 a.m. Election 2024. And on this election eve, I'm here to give you my final thoughts, my final message, and my recap of this whole election 2024, as this is the last day before the official election day, which will be tomorrow, November the 5th, 2024. Now, I understand that a lot of people voted early, a lot of people mailed in their ballots, but tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is election day, and I will be going to the actual polls, and I will be going in that booth, and I will be casting my vote. Because my personal opinion is nothing like going there, standing in line, signing off your name, going in that booth, and exercising your right to vote. Now, I'm going to have to sit down for this because this might be a little lengthy video. Maybe, maybe not. But as you can see in the thumbnail, I have both presidential candidates. We got Kamala Harris on the left, current Vice President of the United States, former United States Senator, former Attorney General, former District Attorney, and former prosecutor. On the right, we have Donald J. Trump, the former 45th President of the United States, TV personality, media personality, businessman, and entrepreneur. Both of these people, my personal opinion, are a success. Both of these candidates have my respect for having the winning mentality. Okay? Now, for Kamala Harris, she became the candidate after Joe Biden stepped down. She didn't participate in a primary. She didn't compete like she did in 2020. Okay? And she has been the border czar since the beginning of the administration of Biden-Harris. Okay. And Harris is officially the vice president right now. Okay. And I think her vice presidency was very quiet, very low key. And I think her biggest failure was the border situation. And I believe that even if Biden was still running, I think that the motive behind not fixing the problem at the border, despite what they say about Donald Trump, not signing a bill to avoid the situation, they didn't do anything to fix it within the 4 years. And I firmly believe that the reason why they didn't fix it because they wanted those votes. They wanted those votes. Those people were more likely and highly likely to vote for them. And even right now, you have immigrants that come over here, okay, that's being treated with 5-star service in New York City. Well, we got people like myself, that can't even afford one night in a hotel in New York City, but they get to come over here and get 5-star service where we've been over here in our whole lives. That's just my opinion, And I believe with Harris, the border situation is going to lose her the election. Her not competing in a primary is going to lose her the election. Her lack of explaining what she's going to do is going to lose her the election. Okay. I don't respect any candidate that didn't win from the beginning. If the race starts back here, you got to compete from back there. You don't get to start right here and run the race and it ends here and you get the credit as if you ran it from back there. Don't have no respect for it. Okay? Harris has been catering to whichever vote she needs. She will be campaigning in Pennsylvania tonight. I firmly believe she will not get Pennsylvania. I could be wrong, but we will know. We will know, when all the votes have been counted. Okay? But as far as Kamala Harris is concerned, I don't think she's the right candidate. I do not think she's the right candidate to be president. She didn't earn it. She didn't even handle the border situation, which is a slap in the face to real Americans that have been over here their whole lives. Now for Donald Trump. My biggest criticism of Donald Trump was his mishandling of the pandemic. Now, if you want to blame him for all the casualties that happened during that time, I'll put my hand up as well. But if you put COVID aside, if I put the pandemic aside, okay, the economy was better based off of my life and my reality. We weren't in any wars, okay? Donald Trump is a man that stands on what he believes. He's a man of what you see is what you get. He doesn't care about being liked. He doesn't care about the approval of other people. All he cares about is winning. And I believe you need that type of mentality to be president. I believe that Donald Trump will be a president that is necessary and not nice. Donald Trump sat in that chair before. Kamala Harris has not sat in that chair before. Okay? Now, as I close this video, I encourage you to let your voice be heard if you haven't already. Whether you want to vote for Kamala Harris, whether you want to vote for Donald Trump, whether you want to vote for Jill Stein or whoever is on the ballot. Or if you choose not to vote, I respect that as well, because I would rather a person not vote than to just give somebody their vote. I respect that. You still let your voice be heard. A lot of people might say, you need to exercise your vote. No, do what you want to do. Okay? And I'm going to be honest. When I walk in there tomorrow to register, when I walk in there to vote tomorrow, I'm walking in there as an independent. Not a Republican, not a Democrat. I'm walking in there as independent Jack F. Clark. And I'm going to make my voice be heard for Donald Trump, because I believe he's the president that is necessary and a president that won't be nice. And this is about everything. This is about everything that we're going through right now. And, everybody has their order of priorities in terms of what they want this new administration to accomplish. My main priority is the economy and the border situation. I'm a single man at this time, and I don't have no children at this time. So those are my top two priorities at this time. I'm thinking about my life. I'm thinking about the next 4 years, 5 years. Okay? For you, the priorities might be different. This is why people have to know why they're voting for their candidate. You have to vote your life, your reality. And this is why political conversations get contentious, get argumentative, because people don't talk based off of their life and their reality. And people don't be knowing what they're talking about. I'm not the most polished, on politics, but I keep up on enough politics to be able to make decisions in my everyday life and also for my future. Okay? I'm officially done with the Democratic Party. COVID, the pandemic, that left a bad taste in my mouth. That left a bad taste in my mouth. Making people get a shot or lose their job, lose a roof over their head. Because if you can't work, you can't keep a roof over your head, you can't put food in your mouth, you can't put clothes on your back. That left a bad taste in my mouth. The student loan forgiveness, that left a bad taste in my mouth. What about the people that had to pay? The border situation, very disrespectful. I'm done with the Democratic Party. And I'm not saying I'm joining the Republican Party, but it's time for a change. It's time for a change. And Obama had the audacity to single out black men and say that we're not going to vote for Kamala Harris because of misogyny. Even if we was not voting for her, even if we wasn't voting for her because of misogyny, so what? And even if we was, I have no, Obama, he disappointed me with that. And as a black person, what has Obama really done for us anyway? What has Biden really done for us anyway? So in conclusion, I encourage you, vote for who you think the best candidate is, or don't vote at all. one way or another, let your voice be heard. Yet let your voice be heard. Let your voice be heard. My prediction, Donald Trump will be the 47th president of the United States. And he will be the president that is necessary and not nice for the times that we are living in today. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. Let your voice be heard. Let your voice be heard. Let your voice